Hey, what is going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great day, and I'm so excited to talk about this game that I've been hyping up for maybe one video, but probably many more videos when it comes out. It's a game called Scarlet Deer Inn, and I talked about it in a previous video along with that in Hyper Drive-In. So something about inns and fabric, and I'll talk about what that means in just a second. They actually released a demo a couple weeks back, so I played it all the way through, and I wanted to share my experience with you in case you missed it, because I think this is a game you definitely want to keep your eyes on. So let's talk about what Scarlet Deer Inn is. In the description of it says, Scarlet Deer Inn is an embroidered narrative platformer with an emotional story, an interesting cast of characters, a dark dungeon full of monsters, and a world inspired by Slavic folklore. The only thing protecting you from certain death is your torch, and all character images are actually embroidered. So you can actually see that in the footage that you're seeing right here, where every single character is made entirely of fabric, which is incredible. And this is what really drew me to this game, and I'm super impressed by the art and the fact that they embroidered everything and they decided to put it in print and made code out of it and made it move. So I'm super impressed by this, and this was developed by At2 Games. It's actually a husband and wife duo, so two people just making this entire game entirely made out of fabric. Even the text boxes have fabric on it, so I'm super impressed. They're out of the Czech Republic, and I definitely think they're a power couple. It's not actually the first game that ever made. They actually made like 3 or 4 games before this, so I'm excited to see more of what this game has to offer. But the story of Scarlet Deer Inn is about the story of this woman named Elise. She's a mother of 2. She's not exactly extraordinary, and there are no heroic epics written about her, but her circumstances will make her explore places full of interesting and unusual, as well as dark and terrifying situations. And some of the features that you will find in this demo so far is that you will meet colorful characters and enjoy emotional stories full of unforgettable experiences, and you got to look out for shortcuts in the dark, which will make your next walkthrough easier, and admire the beautiful hand-painted backgrounds and traditional animations. And you also get to listen to the folk music inspired by the Middle Ages and performed on traditional instruments. And you can even see that when you open up the demo for the first time. It has a traditional folklore like Slavic flute that you'll hear in the background, and it is beautiful, and you just get to, it really adds to the immersion of what you'll be experiencing in this game. But what is actually in the demo? What is in this demo that you'll be playing? What is going on? It's actually not very long. It's actually about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how much you want to see, how much you want to explore. If you kind of want to beeline the story beats, it'll probably take you a lot shorter time. But if you kind of want to see what this game has to offer, I would definitely encourage you to take your time. So what it's in it covers what seems to be a majority of the features, as well as like some combat elements, and I'll talk about that in just a second. You get to talk to some of the people in the town, so you kind of start off in your inn, you talk to your kids, you talk to some of the guests in there, and then you start going around the town, and they send you on various quests that you have to complete and things like that. And there's a varying amount of dialogue options, which is something that I didn't really know. That there's an example is that I had a conversation with this older lady that was giving me a piece of cake, and you can see some of the dialogue choices I have here with this guy who's basically the winemaker. But one of the things that she did, she gave me specific pieces of cake, and this character likes this type of cake, and this other character likes this type of cake. Now, I thought it was kind of inconsequential, but one of those dialogue options popped up to give him that specific piece, and I didn't realize that I needed to remember that. So it's good to know that I need to remember things and quest items that I was given, so that you get to experience that in the demo. And then after a while, you will fall down a cave, and you'll actually get to see ghosts in what seems to be the supernatural, something like a murder mystery or something like that. So I'm not entirely sure what to expect there, but you do get your torch, as said in the description, which is actually tied to your life, and you'll notice that your heartbeat will go up as this torch go out, but you can, as the torch goes out. So, but you can fix that by lighting nearby fixtures and light sources. The controls are you can run, you can jump, you can actually swing your torch, which can be used to knock down obstacles and even fight an enemy that you'll see there. There's actually combat in this. and there's also a crouch button. And it's kind of like the tutorial area. It kind of shows you all the things that you can do. Like I said, all the features, and it kind of shows you where the action begins, especially when you get into this more cave-like area. So it's also what seems to be like a giant rat. So there's combat. So, and it actually ends on quite the cliffhanger. I was really wanting more. But I can understand that this is kind of a good vertical slice of what they are offering to us right now. And it even says, you can see that, I don't know if you can see that in the footage, but it says demo is not final quality. So it's pretty early on, but man, I can tell that they've done a lot of polish already. And that's what I really enjoyed, that you can actually see and play this game. You can feel all of the good motion and everything involved with this game, and I really have been enjoying it, and I'm intrigued just based off of this demo. Great music, especially in the menu with the flute. Love this great chase scene with a lot of like good rhythm in there, good Slavic folklore music, and so I really loved it. And a couple of things that I didn't like, it was hard to tell what could be interacted with or not. It's a couple of button prompts that will show up and something won't show up, so I wasn't sure what I could interact with, so just something to be mindful about there with that. So just curious about that, but nothing too crazy, so nothing too game breaking, so to speak. But again, this is really early on in the game, really just a good idea and a good representation of what Scarlet Deer Inn has to offer. So I just wanted to share my experience really quick, and I highly encourage you to play this game, wish list it, play the demo, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to know what you think about Scarlet Deer Inn and what you think about the art and its fabric. Shout out to A2 Games for making this game, and I can't wait to see more. And if you want to see more from this game and other indie games, be sure to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I will provide that to you. My name is Chike, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.